Hello friends, this is Alex on the 19th of April 2021, currently 7:24 in the morning. So yeah, it's been a while. This is my first solo trip since being stranded on Yakushi, excluding Yakushi, because it doesn't really count as a mountain, I don't think. Our objective today is Mount Hou-ou, which is the entrance over there. As you can see, probably off the luggage here. I'm going for 3 days, so today, tomorrow and the day after. The return route, I'm planning on going up Mount Kaikoma, which is quite a tough mountain, but at the same time we're just going to look at the snow and sort of play it by ear, I think. If it looks impossible, we'll save it for summer, I think. So yeah, obviously, you know, the plan is to do Mount Hou-ou. Mount Hou-ou has 3 peaks, has Mount Yakushi, Mount Kannon and Mount Jizo. And then after that, a sort of Ridgewalk over to Mount Kaikoma, and then going up there. Basically, when we get to the top of here, so our objective today basically is to get to Mount Yakushi. There is a hut there that should be in the winter season that you can probably stay over at, I think. So that's our objective today, which is around 2,700 meters. We're about like 1,200 currently, 1,100 meters or so, I think, give or take. But yeah. Once we get up to Yakushi, which is about 2,700 meters, you sort of just go up and down from there. You don't really have any massive climbs after that. There's one a bit before Kaikoma, but yeah, I'll see how it goes. So take it easy, I think. But yeah, that's about it from me, I think. As you can see, really nice weather. It's meant to be really nice weather for today, tomorrow, and the day after. So it's Monday today. Even though it's Monday, there's a fair few people here though. But yeah, I think that's it from now. So I'll take a bit more later. Until then, Alex, out. Hello friends, Alex on the 19th of April, currently 8:39 in the morning, and we are at Yashijin Torge, or Yashijin Park, or Pass, sorry. So yeah, as you can see, still April, so there's still lots of snow remaining. In case you're wondering what those mountains are, let's see if I can point these out to you properly. That one is Mount Kita. That is the second largest mountain in Japan. That over there is probably Mount Aino. If not, it will be that one on the left. The issue is, currently, at a current angle anyway, I can't see Mount Senjo, so I'm assuming it's behind there. And then off into the distance, you can probably see 2 sort of snowy peaks over there in the distance. I have a feeling that's either Mount Akaishi or maybe Mount Wadasawa. Wadasawa might be that one straight ahead though. Yeah, distance-wise, that seems a bit too far off though. So maybe Mount Hijiri, maybe. It seems a bit too far to be that though. But yeah, so it's taken about an hour to get up here. According to my application, that is actually not working properly. It's not logging where I am on the GPS correctly anyway, in line with like your maps application, which is a bit annoying. I'm going fairly fast, so I might try and consciously slow down a bit going forward, because I don't actually really need to rush too much today. Oh right, sorry, I didn't actually say, did I? We are currently in the Southern Alps, by the way. Yeah, so Mount Hou-ou that we're going up, which is in that direction, is one of the mountains in the Southern Alps. And then after that, Mount Kaikoma, which is off into the distance over there, but you can't see it currently. You'll be able to see it later when we go up the mountain. That's also another one of the Southern Alps' 100 famous mountains. So yeah, back in the Southern Alps, as always. I'll point you like this because I think the sun's over there. So, but yeah, so my application is not really functioning properly, which is a bit of a bummer, but it can't be helped. I've taken a screenshot and such of the routes there, so I'm not going to get lost. The only issue with this route potentially is that Mount Kaikoma, as I think I mentioned in the previous recording, is quite snow-capped at the moment. So I have bought my heavy-duty snow gear as well, along with an ice pick as well, just in case. But yeah, we'll see, I think, because obviously it's my first mountain back. Today is meant to be quite a sort of, you could eat slow-paced one, so it's about sort of 5 or 6 hours. Tomorrow is about 10 to 11 hours, and then the day after that, Wednesday, is about 5 to 6 hours again, returning back from civilization. But yeah, that's how we are currently. Just to give you another look without my mug in the way. There we are. We're not going over there today. And just for reference's sake, actually, when I returned from Mount Senjo before, I was probably walking down a road down sort of that direction. If Mount Kita's over there anyway. yeah, it would have been a road sort of in this valley area. We're currently around 1750 meters elevation. So yeah, I'm going to continue going off into that direction. So until the next time, I'll see you then. Alex out. Hello again, friends. Alex on the 19th of April. Currently 9:55 in the morning. Elevation around 2,200 meters or so. So yeah, we're currently atop a mini mountain of sorts. I'm not really sure of the name of it. As you can see there, it's what's it called? Yashijin Torge. It's saying it's 40 minutes towards the left down there, so that's where we've come from. It's taken about whatever the time was last time I took a video recording. That was Yashin Torge, so I think it's about an hour and 10, hour and 20, if not a bit more, because I've been taking it fairly slow. It was quite a tough elevation change. It was around 400 meters or so, 500 meters. So, but still, yeah, I don't feel completely done yet, so that's quite reassuring. The signage to the right-hand side, I can't read that mountain. It might be like Jiru-san or Tor-san. I'm not really too sure. That's saying 1 hour 30, and that is about 2,550. So that is our next destination. The other something Daida, I can't read the first kanji, I'm afraid. I'm out of practice. That's 2 hours 30, so that'll be towards Yakushi, I think. So yeah, all in all today, I think we're currently around 10 o'clock, so around another 4 hours, I would guess, at a leisurely pace to get to Yakushi, or at least the mountain lodge. But yeah, it's a really nice day. It's quite nice, actually. So it's a mix of sort of shaded, like sun coming through, but also being shaded by the trees. As you can see, also there's sort of trace of snow starting to appear here. There's a bird that's just landed over there. Don't know if you can see it. They're also being quite noisy. But yeah, I just thought I'd update you all as to where we are. I'll probably take a bit more footage, I think, maybe when I get to that mysterious mountain that will hopefully have English writing on it at some point. I'm not really too sure. I should really know that, actually. That generally means junction, that first kanji. The one I'm pointing to, by the way, is it's, don't know if you can make it out. In the top right there, it's got that kanji in there. It's got the kanji for mountain next to it. It means junction, so it's like Junction Mountain. It's on the way to Yakushi, the first of Howa-san's peaks. But yeah, so that's it for me. I think I'm going to continue taking my break, and then, yeah, continue onwards and upwards. I'll probably have to go down to go up, because that's the nature of the beast here. But yeah, other than that, until next time, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex again on the 19th of April 2021, currently 12:34 in the afternoon, around 2450 meters elevation, meaning we have about another 400 meters to go until Mount Yakushi, or Mount Yakushi's mountain lodge, which is where we're going. So I was just filling up some water from that water source, which is quite nice. It's quite nice to have water sources rather than have them all frozen. Yeah, those are definitely rare. Yeah, doesn't seem to be a water source at the mountain lodge. I'm going to, I saw some signage indicating that. Just sit down here, I think. I've left my bag over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's got the blue, sorry, it's got the orange mat. Hang on to it. Yeah. I've definitely got my second wind now. It was a bit of a slog coming up to begin with. So considering that we've climbed about 1,000 meters so far, I also went to the toilet here as well, which is nice. They have some toilets over there, and they also have winter edition toilets as well. So I may have accidentally used the female toilets. Sorry, Japan. I don't know. They're not really so flexible with gender identities like that, I'm afraid. Oh well, can't be helped. What else? What else? I also ran into. Obviously, they're not going to be there. I don't know why I'm showing it, but yeah, I ran into 2 people who work at this mountain lodge. Earlier on, I passed them on the way up. So yeah, I had a little conversation with them, and then I didn't actually end up going up Tsujiyama, I think it's called Tsujiyama, it might be. It's the mountain over there in that distance. Because yeah, it was just a bit out of the way, and you couldn't actually come down it. You couldn't go up and over it, so you had to go there and back, which would have been a bit of a waste of time. Because I want to sort of take my time getting to Yakushi. Of which, by the way, Yakushi, our destination, there's 1.8 kilometers apparently, according to the signage over there. Over there, I don't know if you can see it. It's on the right hand side. It says Yakushi at Yaku 1.8 kilo, apparently. I've got glasses, but I think I need to get new ones. My eyes are getting worse. But yeah, as you can see, the weather's still stellar, really. It's meant to stay like this today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, so I'm in luck. I'm definitely going to stick with my plan, I think, of staying at Yakushi. I was sort of idly thinking I'm going to push myself and go to a different mountain lodge today, but I don't really want to. I wanted to take my time today and relax a bit, because it's the first time back out in the mountains, you know. But yeah, that's about it from me, really, so that I don't keep rambling. Our next destination is beyond those trees over there. But yeah, there's been a lot of forest paths today, which are quite nice in a certain way, because you get shaded from the sun, or shielded from the sun, so sorry. Because, as you can probably tell, I'm squinting like mad here because of the refraction off the snow, which means I'm going to get snowburn probably. Again, oh well, can't be helped. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. It's been really fun, actually, going out in the mountains again. Obviously, I'm sort of escaping from reality by doing this a bit, but hey-ho, I think we all need a bit of that sometimes. But yeah, as I said, I'm just going to keep rambling if I keep this on, so I will take some more footage when something more interesting comes up. Probably, to be honest, when I get to Yakushi, I think, which will be about another hour and a half from now, so around 2 o'clock, 2:30, I imagine, if I sort of keep to my slow pace that I'm trying to go at. Yeah, hope that you're all doing fantastic, but otherwise, until next time, Alex, out. Hello friends, this is Alex on the 19th of April, currently 14:37, and yeah, we're finally out of the woods. This is very pretty, isn't it? So yeah, where are we? So I've put my belongings, I'm not going to show you because I'm going to spoil something if I do that, but it's behind us, just believe me. I've put my belongings back there in the mountain lodge. It's super warm, I'm very happy about that. It's very, very snug as well. Reminds me of my time being stranded in Yakushima. At least it's not a toilet this time. So yeah, that up there is Mount Yakushi, I believe. I might just go and finish it off in a minute, I think, and then just pass by it tomorrow without making a fuss. Over there, that's Mount Kannon. You can't see Mount Jizo currently, which is the third mountain of Hoho-san. Mount Kannon straight ahead is basically our target for tomorrow though, that's the main one. And then you might be able to make it out in the distance, but straight ahead where I'm pointing you, there's a mountain hiding behind. That is Mount Kaikoma. That is basically the ultimate objective at the end of tomorrow. Again, apologies if it's windy. Let's see. I'll try and do this, shall I? I'm just going to face you here for a second until this wind goes away. That'll give you the rest of the tour of the Southern Alps. Are we going to have any luck with this? Okay, I think it's died down a bit. Again, apologies if it's windy and you can't really hear me. So, over there, straight ahead, that's Mount Senjo. That's the one that I climbed back in December. That is Mount Kita, which is the second tallest mountain. It's around, what, 3,190 meters off the top of my head. That's the third tallest mountain in Japan, Mount Aino. And then, as I mentioned before, I'm not really sure what that is over there. It is a 100-famous mountain, I believe, though, judging off that height. And then over in the distance, you can see the sort of snow-capped ones over there. Again, not really sure what those are, but those are probably the southern edge of the Southern Alps, or getting towards there anyway. But yeah, so, big surprise. I'll show you something. Are you ready? I'm going to put you down here so I don't spoil it, okay? Just wait about 20 seconds or so. I'll just make my way back. This one's out. It's very, very snowy. It's quite nice. Still a winter wonderland, despite it being spring and the cherry blossoms haven't bloomed. Haven't bloomed, so that's English, folks. Despite the cherry blossoms having been and gone already. We're almost there, believe me. It's going to be worth it. Just retracing my footsteps back to prevent the risk of sinking into the snow, which isn't very nice. So then, right, here we are. Are you ready? That's Mount Fuji in the distance. Very pretty, isn't it? It's probably the clearest I've ever seen it. think. But yeah, according to some locals that I've been talking to, there's been some snow recently that has basically topped off Mount Fuji. So from basically around the, eyeballing it from here, I'd say from about the 2,000 meter range upwards, Mount Fuji is about 3,700 meters. So you can see the snow begins around the 2,000 meters range. It's a bit lower than where we are currently, because we're around 2,700 meters currently. But obviously, you know, things seem smaller the further away you are from them. I'm sure there's a phenomenon with that. There's something perception, depth perception. I'm not really too sure. So I'm slurring my words again because it's starting to get cold. But yeah, there's the hut that I'm staying at. I'll tell you what, why don't we take a walk, and then I'll give you my plan for tomorrow / today. By the way, we're technically going cross country here. You're not really meant to do this, but it's quicker, so I just decided, you know, screw it, I'm just going to do this. It's quite interesting, this mountain. It's sort of like very, very gravelly here. It's not volcanic, which is interesting, because I'd often see this on, say, Mount Ontake, or maybe the Yakushi range. But yeah, it reminds me of volcanic soil. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly go along here. Right then. So, let me get back down again. Over here, I believe. So yeah, today, basically, that's it for today. And I'm going to take a nice old break. That's the plan. We're going to sink into the snow here, aren't we? Yeah. Oh well, fuck it. Oop, Jesus. Yeah, so I'm going to take a nice break today. Because normally I push myself like an idiot and I don't really know my own limits. So, oh Jesus, I've sunk up to my knee. Don't recommend this at home, by the way. Or don't do this at home even. You know, as you see on the television commercials, don't try this at home. So yeah, I'm going to take a nice big break today and just relax, have some food, relax in the nice warm hut. And then tomorrow, the idea is basically going to head over to Mount Kaikoma. Obviously going to tick off Mount Yakushi, Mount Kannon, Mount Asayo, Takamine, as well as another one. Going to tick all those off on the way and make my way to Mount Kaikoma. The issue of Mount Kaikoma is that it's 2,900 meters. We're currently around 2,700 meters, so you'd think, oh, Alex, that doesn't sound too bad. It's only 200 meters difference. Well, that's where you'd be wrong, because with mountain ranges, they go up and down, as I've touched on before. So basically, before Mount Kaikoma, you dip down to around 2,200, 2,300 meters. So you have a rather steep 600 meters in this snow uphill. So in the case that that looks rather unpleasant, I'm going to basically camp at the foot of Mount Kaikoma and then tackle it on Wednesday. Oh, this is the new and improved Alex, who tries to take into consideration his limitations. So yeah, in fact, whilst we're here, I'll show you my cosy little hut as well. I might take a bit of footage later as well. I might go back up to that spot and take a sunset picture or two. So yeah, here we are. Looks like I have this to myself today, which is nice. Oh, ow, cracked my head. Here we are. I'm not really sure how much of that you can see, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going to turn you off, take my crampons off and relax a bit, I think. So, until next time, Alex, out. Hello again, friends. It's me, Alex, on the 19th of April, 2021. Currently 23:42, 18 minutes to midnight. Currently in my little refuge shelter. So I went to bed around 5 o'clock. I slept for about 6 hours. I just got up because I need to go to the toilet, and I was feeling a bit hungry, so I had some whatever these are, chocolate cream breads. It's quite nice. Got about 4 of those, and then I've got a hot chocolate as well, which is quite nice. But yeah, I just thought I'd make a little video to update as to what's going to happen tomorrow. So earlier on, I say earlier on, it was around 4 o'clock probably in the afternoon. I called the mountain hut that I'm probably going to be aiming for tomorrow. It's quite a long day tomorrow, so it's about sort of 10 to 11 hours, give or take. The snow conditions might add about an hour or so onto that. The snow conditions, I say, is mainly Kaikoma, the mountain at the end, where I just need to take extra care with. So I'm going to change into my heavy duty crampons and then also start using my ice pick there, because when I say ice pick, I would get it out for you, but it's let me see. This is what I mean, this thing. So you can use this end as a sort of stick to go forward, and then obviously if there's sort of solid areas that you need to dig into, you can just use this. You typically need to wear gloves with this though, because this gets quite cold because it's metal. It's not too heavy, it's around probably not even a kilogram actually, this. But yeah, these are quite handy when it's very snowy. Like on Yakushi it would have been quite handy to have this. But yeah, you know, we learn going forward. That's why I've got one now. What else? So yeah, the walk over to Kaikoma itself tomorrow. Need to go via Yakushi Dake, which I'm very near at the moment, about a 15-minute walk away. Kannon Dake, which is the main peak of Hou-ou-san. Jizo Dake is the third one of Hou-ou-san, the 3 peaks of Mount Hou-ou anyway. I won't be doing that because that's a detour. So tomorrow I'm fairly short on time, so I won't be able to do that, I don't think. After that, it's then a ridge walk over to a place called Asayo-mine, which is Asayo Ridge, which is basically in the north centre of the Southern Alps. Then after that, it's a small peak, and then you dip down a lot, and then you begin the ascent up to Kaikoma. Looking at the information on my application earlier on, it's around 2,300, 2,400, so it's not as bad as I thought. It's only about a 500-metre ascent. I'm going to dedicate around 3 hours to that though. So timing wise tomorrow, if it looks like, let me see. I don't really want to set specific deadlines because otherwise I'll start beating myself up over it. But let's see. Beginning Kaikoma, it would be ideal if it was around sort of 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll be setting off around 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And then the sunrise will be sort of coming as well. So as I get up to Mount Yakushi, the sunrise will be coming in. But yeah, so sunset is around sort of 6 o'clock, 6:20 tomorrow, I think. But it's just to basically allow time, and I don't really want to arrive sort of after sunset to this mountain lodge, because after Kaikoma I need to descend a bit for about 40 minutes, 50 minutes or so to get to this mountain lodge, which is called Shichijo Mountain Goe, or Mountain Lodge. So, but yeah, that's the plan at least. Obviously, because it was really sunny today, I've noticed loads of snow melting over here on Mount Hou-ou anyway. I'm not really sure if Mount Kaikoma had the same thing. Tomorrow it's meant to be sort of equally good weather, if not a bit more warm. So sort of see how that goes. The wind's meant to pick up slightly tomorrow as well, I believe, around midday. Only to around 30 kilometers an hour or so though, so it's not too crazy. But yeah, that's basically where we are currently. There's also a camp refuge shelter on the way just before Asayo-mine, or Asayo Ridge anyway. I'd prefer not to stay there though, I don't think, because I sort of want to have enough time to get off the mountain and sort of relax a bit before heading back to Kyoto on Wednesday evening anyway, is the plan. So yeah, hopefully you can see me, by the way. I don't know if you can, I've put my light on up here, but that's where we are. I'm going to finish this and then just make sure my electronics aren't going to get too cooled down, because when they cool down too much the battery starts going, as you maybe noticed in Mount Senjo when this started dying, when it was around sort of -20. For comparison, it's about -1 or so in here to 0 degrees or so. So I can see my breath and such, but it's not as cold as it is outside, which is about -8, -9. The insulation in here is doing a really good job, which I'm quite happy about. So yeah, for now, I think that's about it. I don't really want to, as always, go on too much, because when I have a camera in front of me I seem to talk for ages. So I'll take a bit more footage tomorrow, probably when I get to Mount Kannon, I imagine, or maybe even Mount Yakushi, I don't know. See how I feel. Either way, thanks for watching, as always. This is the end of day 1 in the Southern Alps, take 2. And I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, Alex, out. Hello friends, Alex on the 20th of April, I believe it is. 20th of April 2021, currently around 6 AM, at the peak of Mount Yakushi at the moment. I slept in a bit too much, so I missed my alarm and ended up, it's like in the winds here, isn't it? So sort of stand with you here so you don't get buffeted. So yeah, I sort of missed my alarm, it seems, which, oh well, can't really be helped, I don't think. Meant I needed the sleep, I imagine. So yeah, we're here at Mount Yakushi. I set off around 5:45, so it took about 15 minutes to get up here. Mount Kannon is over there, that's the next target, and then you just follow the ridge along. Hopefully there's going to be signage to Mount Kaikoma. Sort of a bit nervous about that. Also got my helmet on at the moment because I don't really want to get buffeted by ice or rocks or anything, just in case, you know. But yeah, it's just a small update really. Mount Fuji is over there in the distance. Visibility is a bit down in the morning because it seems like there's some morning clouds. Mount Kita again over there. Mount Aino, Wadasawa, question mark. Mount Senjo probably over in the distance over there, and then Senjo next to it. But yeah, that's where we are currently. I'm going to move on to Mount Hou-ou. I might take a small video, I might not, who knows, see how I feel. But until then, I'll see you next time, so Alex out. Hello friends, Alex again on the 20th of April 2021, currently around 7:15. 6:36, got here a bit quicker than expected. So we're currently at the peak of Kannon which is the tallest peak of the Hou-ou-san, or Hou-ou-san-san, or three mountains of Hou mountain range. Jizo, the next one's over there, but we're going to skip that and just go up that peak there, and then follow this ridge line along. Mine is in the distance over there. That's the sort of snow-capped peak over there, straight ahead. That is Kaikoma, right ahead there. The snow doesn't actually look too bad. I thought it would be a lot worse, but Mount Senjo is over there. That's obviously incredibly snowy still. And then Mount Kita over there as well is still incredibly snowy. But yeah, it looks rather dangerous going down here, so I'll take my time, I think. The summit marker here is not really anything too impressive. The view back's quite nice though. So obviously in the distance over there you have Mount Yakushi, then you also have Mount Fuji looming in the distance in the shadows, or in the clouds even. Let me see, just take you back here. Ooh. Here we are, that's the summit marker. There's my belongings next to it. So yeah, we'll be taking a short trip down there next. I don't really have much time to dilly-daddle. Depending on sort of how I feel, I may end up escaping via a different route. We'll see how I feel, I think. Unfortunately, I don't have access to my maps, so I can't really tell which way to go, even if I wanted to. But hey ho, before I get into a valley, I might need to just stop my application and download a map so I can actually tell where I'm going. But yeah, I'm going to continue on towards Ridgewalk, but not actually go up it anyway. But for now, I'm going to record a bit more later, I think. So until then, Alex, out. Hello again friends, it's Alex in the Southern Alps on the way to Mount Kaikoma. It's just past 8 o'clock in the morning at the moment. So in front of us that is Takemine. We've passed Kannon, which is that one in the distance. The one in the foreground a bit more, so anyway, if you go left of that, that's where Jizo is. And yeah, it's quite tough at the moment because there's no trace at all. After we get to Takemine over there, when you go down, it looks like it goes into a sort of forested route again, which is a lot easier to follow for a while. And then after that, obviously, you're back on the snow just before Kaikoma. So time-wise, I don't really know how we're doing at the moment, quite frankly. I'm trying not to worry about it because I'll get stressed / down in the dumps, I imagine, if I do. The sun's up there, as you can see. Very, very nice day, as always. Once I've passed Takemine and got down out of the snow, I'm going to make some food, I think, and get some energy. As much as I want to save time, I don't want to sort of, you know, put my health at risk by not eating enough. I saw one hiker behind me when I was on Kannon. He was back at Yakushi by the looks of it. I doubt they're going to be coming this way though, because this isn't a very popular route that I'm taking, because it generally takes a couple of days, a few days or so anyway. But yeah, I'm not going to go on too long because I want to sort of crack on a bit. Takamine from here, that's about another 100 meters up. I need to go down a bit, as you can probably tell that it dips a bit after this. But yeah, going to continue for now. I'll take some more footage in a bit, I think. So until next time, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex again on the 20th of April 2021. Currently just a bit past 9 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, we're currently at the top of Takamine, or the high ridge, so to speak. It took quite a long time to come up here because the snow was sort of hardly, didn't have any trace at all, so I had to basically make all that myself, so it was quite tiresome. Good thing is there's a fair bit of downhill now. We're basically heading towards over there where you can see there's not really much snow, and then it's leading up to Asiomine, which is that one straight ahead, or Asio Ridge, sorry. Now after that you drop down right before Kaikoma, which is just there. Kaikoma is about 4 kilometers away from us at the moment, as we look at it currently. But yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get there today, realistically. We'll sort of see how it goes. Need to sort of see where I arrive when, what time, and well, what time I arrive in what place and such, you know. I can't really say at the moment. When I get down into that sort of wooded area and look at my pace around then, if I'm still around this sort of pace, I'll give it a rest, I think, and rest in the refuge shelter, which is, I don't know if you can see or make it out, it's basically around the first peak in the wooded area, pretty much. So it's around 2 kilometers away from here. But yeah, just so you don't get buffeted by the wind too much, I'm going to call it there, I think, and take some more footage later on, I think. So until next time, thanks, out. Oh, and also, by the way, I don't know if you can see it, but Mount Fuji is in the distance there. This is going a bit clearer. But again, you might not be able to see it because visibility is quite low today. And again, apologies for the wind. But yeah, anyways, Alex out. Hello friends, it's Alex on the 20th of April 2021 again. Currently 10:32 in the morning. Just past Hirokowada crossing, which means we're on the way up to that wooded area, the first mountain there anyway, that I can't remember the name of. It's something head, like something no Tama or something no Kashida. I can't remember what it is there. It begins with Aka, which is red. Can't remember the second kanji though, I'm afraid. As you can see, very steep. This snow is very nice though. It's very, very condensely packed, so not going to fall through it, which is very nice. I'm hoping the rest of the sort of wooded area is like this, because then I can sort of definitely activate my second wind and then sort of will myself on to get to Kaikoma. But yeah, at the current pace we're going at, probably get to the refuge shelter around probably around 12 to 1 or so, I'd say, around that area. And then that gives sort of about 2 hours or so to get to Asiomine, and then we're about 3 o'clock. So we're a bit later than I wanted, but from there, quick descent, and then up Kaikoma for the 600 meters or so that it is. But yeah, I'm sort of hoping that it goes like that anyway. I've just had a bit of a break as well, hence why the time's progressed a fair bit. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit more chipper now. My water's looking a bit dangerously low because there's no water sources here, so I may need to melt some snow later on to be able to have some food, I think. But fortunately there's, as you can see, an abundance of snow, so that won't be an issue. But yeah, for now, just going to follow the pink tape upwards and onwards, and I'll see you in the next recording. So until then, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex on the 20th of April 2021, currently 13:41 in the afternoon, and we're currently around 2,600 meters elevation. So I've made a decision. I'm not going to climb Mount Kaikoma today. I'm going to go and camp in that valley area straight ahead. So you can see this, that's the beginning of Mount Aseo, and then you continue on a bit forward. That might even be Mount Aseo there, or it might be Mount Kurisawa, I think it's called in Japanese. Yeah, so basically, as you can see, this is a pretty colossal climb, but considering that I'm going to be camping, I think I'm not going to push myself to climb Kaikoma today, as I've got another day tomorrow anyway. So yeah, I've got 2 climbs left pretty much. So there's this ascent, and then there's a bit of an ascent before Mount Aseo itself. So I imagine it's actually behind this. This is like Yoshino's head or something like that. Yoshino Kashida or something like that in Japanese. But yeah, as you can see, really nice day still. There's a few clouds that have come out to play, but visibility of Mount Fuji's sort of increased. You can see that in the distance over there. Let me see. The sort of sticky out obelisk type thing over there, that is Mount Jizo in the distance. The snow-capped one there, the ridge straight ahead, that is Takemine or Takine, the one that I sort of struggled with and took a fair bit of time on. Then yeah, this is basically the route that I've come from, so to speak. So covered a fair bit of distance today. Mount Kita's over there. Some of the snow seems to be melting on the top actually, because it's fairly warm today. But yeah, some sort of Simpson-style clouds in the sky, which are quite nice. Mount Senjo is obscured currently, it's over there. Yeah, our target, obviously looking very majestic, is Mount Kaikoma. I'm really relieved actually to see Mount Kaikoma like this though, because there's nowhere near as much snow as I thought there would be. So feeling really positive for tomorrow. Definitely going to get this out of the way. In case you're wondering what the route would be, you can sort of see that green straight ahead in the valley. You can see the sort of V of the valley there, yeah. You sort of go up to that mini peak there, then you ascend the rest, and that's Mount Kaikoma up there. I could have sworn I saw someone at the top actually a bit earlier on, which is quite interesting. So that would be the first person that I've seen today, because I've been alone on this course, it seems. And obviously, yeah, the Yatsukatake range is over there as well. So Mount Aka, Mount Yoko, or maybe even Kito Yoko. Mount Yoko, I think that'll be, and then Mount Tasashina is over there. And then over into the distance, we can't really see it very clearly at the moment, that'll be Mount Kirigamine and Utsukushikahara and such. So sort of lowlands over there. And we can't see them at the moment, but the Northern Alps will be over there typically. But yeah, quite nice visibility today. Obviously not perfect, but you know, beggars can't be choosers and all that. But yeah, the only slight concern is that after doing Mount Kaikoma tomorrow, is I'm going to have to do this colossal ridge walk to get down. Then I need to walk to a train station, which will take quite a while. Maybe I'll try and hitchhike tomorrow, I think, even though it's middle of coronavirus and such. But yeah, otherwise feeling pretty well. Pretty genki at the moment, really, to be honest. I was starting to feel a bit tired earlier on, but eating some food resolved that, fortunately. So I'm quite glad that I've come so far. Basically, I'll feel a lot better, I think, once this horrible looking climb is out of the way. I'm really hoping that you just don't tackle this straight on, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But yeah, let's give it a try, I suppose. 70% of mountain accidents happen on the way down anyway, so it's unlikely that I'm going to meet a foul end on the way up, I don't think. And besides, if you're seeing this video, it means that I'm alive and well anyway, so unless it's my black box. But yeah, I'll get to climbing that. And there's one last look of Fuji over there. When we get to the top of Mount Asio over there, you'll probably be able to see a better view of it. But yeah, so for now that's it from me. Apologies, these recordings have been so few and far between. I've been concentrating on hauling ass up through the snow, you know. But yeah, I'll probably take some more footage either at Mount Kurisawa or maybe Mount Asio, I think. See how I feel, as always. If not, I'll take some footage when I'm setting up camp and such. So yeah, until next time, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex again on the 20th of April, currently 19:58 in the evening, 2021. So yeah, sorry it's taking so long to take another video. I really took my time on Ayaso Ridge, and then also Mount Kurisawa after that. That took a lot longer than I was hoping to, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter because still have a full day tomorrow to do Kaikoma and then return to civilization, which for the record, I'm very much looking forward to the onsen in Matsumoto. I really hope they're still running, but yeah, I'll just sort this out whilst I'm talking to you guys, because, you know, efficiency and such. As far as bedtime goes, I'm going to look to get to bed by around 8:30 or so in about half an hour. But I'm going to make sure to eat a lot before going to bed, because today has been a very long day. So, considering it's, what, almost 8 o'clock now, I arrived here about an hour ago. And what time did we set off? 5:45, was it? It's been about 13 hours, which is, you know, fairly considerate. All the more reason to refuel afterwards. Let me see, what are we doing? We're doing cup ramen, so we'll just put some water in. There's also, so I'm currently at, what's it called? Suisen? Sensi? Suisengoi? Sensui-goi? It's one of those. Like a holy water mountain lodge. Which, as the name indicates, there is unlimited water here, so I don't have to be stingy about how much I eat and such, which is very much appreciated. Yeah, I've been rather viciously snowburnt as a result of attempting to put on sunscreen, and it's just not really working. So there we go. It took a while to light. Yeah, I'm always victim to snowburn, I'm afraid, no matter how much I try and provide countermeasures. As a result, spicy food may be a bit of a push, so we're going for a plain cup noodle. I normally have the curry ones, which I do have one left over, so I might have that tomorrow for breakfast, I think. Tomorrow, for certain, I'm going to get up at 4:30 and make sure I leave on time, because I do want to make sure I can sort of take my time heading down from Kaikoma, rather than sort of rushing down and then, you know, the experience becoming rather unpleasant and such. Rubbish bag. But yeah, so as far as today's gone, I've done Mount Yakushi. Mount Yakushi was kind of a given because I was stopping right near it, so you know it's kind of expected. After that, I did Kannon and Jizo, which yeah, that's again one of the 100 famous mountains. That's the one that counts as the 100 famous mountain within鳳凰 anyway, because it's the tallest. Obviously, you know, they discriminate against size in Japan, it seems. Oh well. Then passed by Jizo Dake, or Mount Jizo. Jizo, if you remember from previous videos that I've explained, they're little statues that are generally placed on mountains to repel bad spirits and such. Let me see. Then afterwards, yeah, there was Takane, or Takamine, which is literally high ridge. That was horrible, actually. That's where I lost a lot of the time today. I sort of took about double the estimated time because of the snow being sort of really, really loosely packed and making it a pain in the ass to get uphill. But yeah, you know, that'll be helped. After that, there are a number of crossings. So Hirokuwada crossing, Hirokuwada mountain entrance crossing as well as one of them. There were two mountains with something head, something Kashida, something Tor, something Atama. Again, there's 3 readings for head in Japanese, but I'm not really sure which one's which. Then after that, obviously got to Ayaso, Mount Ayaso Ridge. I think it's called that. Sort of forgetting. That again, that took a very long time to get to because I'm not going to say that I was dawdling, but I was sort of starting to run out of energy a bit, which, you know, that's to be expected really with how much I've done today, I think. Then after that, obviously, I found Kurusawa, and then there was a very long descent after that, which was about 400 metres, which, as I put on my 10 spike crampons just prior to Mount Ayaso anyway, it wasn't really too much of a hassle, but trying to do that in 6 spike or 4 spikes would be impossible, I think, because there's sometimes sort of descents like this. I'm getting there. Ideally, I want this to be done whilst I'm still talking to you. Because, you know, making up for video footage that I've not taken today. Maybe this time I will make sure to put pictures in the video. Oh dear. Temperature-wise, it's a mild 3 degrees currently, so it's actually fairly warm. Maybe because we're lower elevation currently, so around 2,200 meters at the moment elevation. Mount Kaikoma tomorrow, for reference, is 2,960 off the top of my head, like around there anyway, benchmark. So yeah, it's about a 700 meter climb tomorrow. All in all, with the snow in consideration, that'll take about 3 or 4 hours, I think, realistically, to get to Kaikoma. So we're looking at about a sort of 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning summit, which should be ideal, really. This is steaming out of my hand. There we are, rolling boil. So yeah, after Mount Kaikoma, there's also an escape route directly off the mountain. Anyway, the mountain lodge that I was going to stay at is actually en route as well. But yeah, the mountain lodge that I was going to stay at prior to sort of deciding this, and camping. This isn't really camping; it's using my sleeping bag in an abandoned mountain lodge. I'll need to drop off 1,000 yen, I think, to pay for this. But yeah, the mountain lodge. Sorry, conversation's getting screwed up. Alas, this is all in one take, so I can't edit it. Yeah, so the mountain lodge after Mount Kaikoma, I was originally going to stay there, and I phoned them again today actually, just to sort of inform them that, yo, I will not be able to make it today. Apologies for the inconvenience and such. So I might drop in tomorrow. And something that I saw on sale here that they're obviously not selling that really piqued my interest that I don't normally have is Coca-Cola. Probably because I've not had any real sort of sugary drinks or anything whilst I've been out here for the past 2 days or so. But yeah. As we're about 7 minutes 40 now, and this could make a video in itself, I think I'll turn you off for now. I'll turn you back on tomorrow. That'll be April 21st, Wednesday, where we'll be doing Mount Kaikoma and then heading back into civilization. So yeah, looking pretty good so far. Just need to make sure I stay fueled and, hydrated and such, because it's one of my things that I forget to do. Oops. But yeah, until next time, thank you as always for watching, and until next time, Alex, out. Morning friends, Alex again in the Southern Alps. Currently, my watch is not working, it's died. Let me see, probably around 5:30 I think. 5:46, close enough. Yeah, so currently at the foot of the trailhead going up towards Mount Kaikoma. It'll be a very long trail because, in case you hadn't realised, that's Kaikoma up there, so it's pretty colossal compared to where we are now. We're currently around 2,250 metres, so I've walked up from the mountain lodge. That took about half an hour. I left around 5:15, and then we are basically following this signage here that's a bit faded. We're going up there, basically up towards that peak up there. You probably can't see it because of the shrubbery in the way. Let me see if I can point out to you. Oh, there you go. Over there in the distance, there, I think, on the camera. Yeah, so you go up there and then dip down and then go up to Kaikoma again, pretty much. But yeah, again, very, very nice weather today, which is obviously really welcome, as always. In the distance, it's quite interesting. You might be able to make out a sort of jutting out mountain that looks like an obelisk from here. That is probably Mount Jizo, actually. Obviously it looks a lot closer. It's really not close though from here. It's about 10 kilometers, 11 kilometers or so. And then going back up here would lead you back to Mount Kurusawa. And then back there you can see Mount Senjo in the distance, which obviously we finished. That was back in December. So yeah, I'm going to take a little break, I think. I'll have a smoke. I've only got 4 left though, so I need to be careful. And obviously get in contact with some people, I think, because I think I've got data here again. So yeah, I'll probably take some more footage, either halfway up this thing or maybe when I get to the top. I'll take some footage before I get to Kaikoma though, because I'll have a bit of time. It will probably take around 2 hours, 3 hours, I think. The map is saying 1 hour 20. I think that's stupidly optimistic to think that I could make 400 meters in 1 hour and 20, but yeah, see how that goes, I suppose. Don't know, maybe if I was Superman and need to take a break at all. May need to change my crampons as well, because I'm on light crampons at the moment. But yeah, going uphill, typically the 10 spike ones come in handy. So yeah, that's the morning update, I think. Probably see you in about a couple of hours, hour and a half or so, when I'm probably up on that ridge, I imagine. So until then, Alex, out. Hello again friends, Alex on the 21st of April, currently 7:55 in the morning, 2021. Currently at the peak just preceding Mount Kaikoma, which is up there. So currently 2,750 metres. We've climbed to about 500 since that last spot that I took footage at. It's a really nice view from here. You can see sort of basically all the Alps. So there's the Northern Alps over there. then Mount Norikura over there straight ahead, then Mount Ontake with the sort of distinct crown type figure, and then there's the Central Alps over there straight ahead, where Mounts Komagatake and then Mount Utsukidake will be around there. Then obviously Mount Senjo, the rest of the Southern Alps over there, Mount Kita, and even Mount Fuji's come out to say hello today as well, and visibility is fairly good. And obviously that's the rest of Mount Hou-ou, the stuff that we did yesterday and the day before. So Mount Jizo is quite distinct and it sticks out. But yeah, so for now, just going to take a small breather before continuing, and then in fact I might just walk over to the sort of descent and before it starts pretty much, and then get cracking with this. It's going to take about an hour and a half from here apparently, so we're looking around a 9:30 summit, then about 50 minutes to get down to what I'm assuming anyway is the what do you call it, the mountain lodge, hopefully anyway, because I do need to get down today. Obviously I'm not rushing massively, but you know, best to have a bit of spare time, I think. It's also interesting because right off into the distance you can't really make it out very clearly, but I have a feeling that might be sort of Mount Myoko and Mount Asama maybe, which are just slightly north of Nagano Prefecture. So yeah, really good views, very enjoyable. Going to get cracking on Mount Kaikoma, I think. So until next time, obviously I'm going to take care as well, because there's some what do you call it, sliding risks on Mount Kaikoma, because it's quite a dangerous mountain actually, but hey ho, we continue nonetheless. But yeah, so until next time, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex again on the 21st of April, around 9:30 currently, at the summit of Mount Kaikoma. Apologies for the wind in advance again. It's 2,967 metres. Got a nice shrine at the top, reminds me of Mount Tsurugi. Mount Fuji's in the distance. There's Mount Kita, Mount Aino, Mount Senjo over there. Some more of the Southern Alps in the distance. Our escape route is down there, I believe. So following that mountain down there. I'm not massively sure on the route, so fortunately there's been a couple of people who've come up here before me, it seems, via a different route, so that'll be really handy on the way down. Thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. Person who's left a trace to me. Let me see what else. Yeah, it's a phenomenal view, honestly. I can't really put it into words. It's there's the Yatsukatake range, for instance, in the foreground. Mount Tashishina doesn't have any snow on it currently. Mount Akadake does though, however. Then look over here. Here we go. Again, very windy, sorry. If you were to go down there, that's the escape route via Mount Nokogiri. Sorry, it's quite hard to say. That's the mountain there, sticking ahead. As I mentioned before, Mount Ontake and there's Mount Norikura straight ahead. The beginnings of the Northern Alps. Can't make out my Yadi at the moment from here, so that might be a bit further north. Nah, that should be it actually. That should be Mount Hotaka straight ahead, and then Yadi will be straight next to it with the Daikilat. But yeah, I'm a bit knackered, but apparently it's 5 hours and a half back to the trail entrance. So we're currently 9:30. So we're looking at about 3 o'clock back in civilization time. I'm going to request at the mountain lodge if they can book me a taxi actually at the trailhead, because I don't really fancy walking back to the station. My lips are really hurting. I don't know if you can tell, they're really chapped at the moment. But yeah, anyways, hope that you've enjoyed this. It's I have, certainly. It's been a monstrous effort. Obviously there wasn't any risk really of becoming stranded or anything this time, but you know, the sheer ups and downs this time, Jesus, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, I think. Might take a few pictures up here and such. But yeah, until next time, I might take some footage maybe at the mountain lodge, which I'll get there in about an hour and a half, I think. So until next time, Alex out, and thank you very much for watching. Hello friends, Alex again on the 21st of April 2021, currently 18:45 in the evening in Matsumoto City. I've returned to civilization. So yeah, sorry the video recordings were cut a bit short. I befriended a couple of people on the way down from Mount Kaikoma and decided just to head down with them and take it nice and slow. Basically took around 5.5 hours, 6 hours or so to get down from the top of Mount Kaikoma. So it was a very, very long descent. So as far as trails go, in terms of elevation change, Mount Kaikoma in Japan is apparently the third most difficult in that trail anyway, because there's an elevation change of 2,200 meters or so. So yeah, it's fairly interesting. The descent itself was pretty simple really. It was just basically getting past the initial difficult stages of Mount Kaikoma with your crampons on, changed to light crampons a bit later on, and then no crampons from about 1,700 meters or so. So yeah, but yeah, the two friends that I befriended, we were going to go and get dinner, but instead they just took me back to the station. And then I've taken the train back to Matsumoto, obviously. One of them works at a mountain lodge at Mount Tanzawa, which is over in Kanagawa Prefecture, next to Kyoto, next to Tokyo even. Sorry, I'm slowing my words loads here, this is horrible. But yeah, I'll probably go and visit, I think, at some point, because I haven't done Mount Tanzawa yet, and that is, after all, one of the 100 famous mountains. I've eaten when I've come back to Matsumoto. That's quite nice. I had about 2 portion sizes, which still hasn't really been enough. I could probably still eat. I suppose that's what happens when you spend 3 days in the mountains and hardly eating at all. But yeah, my plan from now is basically just to go to my typical onsen that I go to, my hot spring that I typically go to in Matsumoto, relax a bit in there, stretch out my legs, you know, recover a bit. And then I've got a night bus back to Kyoto at 10:30, so in about 4 hours time, or a bit under 4 hours anyway. But yeah, I quite like being in Matsumoto really. It's sort of a mix of, I mean, you probably can't really tell it off here because we're in quite a quiet area, so obviously we're by a river. But yeah, it's a mix of fairly urban but also fairly quiet. It has these nice areas like this. It's very easy to wind down in, you know, and I quite like it like that. Very similar to Kyoto in that sense, but there's a fair few less people here anyway. So yeah, I also managed to buy a pin badge for Mount Kaikoma at the foot of the mountain at a souvenir shop that was still running, which was quite fortunate. So I just need to order Mount Hou-ou's badge online, I believe. Oh, but yeah, hopefully that was somewhat entertaining, somewhat interesting. Obviously I didn't really take any footage of when I was moving, because obviously I could have, I suppose, but at the same time, I don't know, it's quite nice to sort of relax and you know, be relaxed whilst I'm talking rather than just stressing my head off and climbing up snow and panting away, I suppose. Who knows, maybe in my next video that I do, I might do some more live action videos, you know, or live action footage. But yeah, Matsumoto is quite pretty, by the way, because over there in the distance, that mountain range over there, that's the beginning of the Northern Alps. So the big dip going down, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the Daikiretto, which is, you know, the Great Gorge pretty much of the Northern Alps. Then Mount Hotaka and such will be over there on the left. Then Mount Yari will be probably over there on the right, I think, or maybe further in the middle around here. No, I think Mount Yari will be over there really. But yeah, that's a trip for another day when it's not snowy. I'll probably do that in the summer sometime. But yeah, for now, I think that's about it from me. I might take a very small amount of footage when I get back and just sort of recap what we did, or I did this time, over the 3 days. But other than that, I think that's it from me for now. So until next time, Alex out, and thank you very much for watching.